Setting the right minimum project pricing on marketplaces can make a huge difference in the success of your freelance business. If you're looking to get it just right, stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly how to set minimum project pricing on marketplaces. By the end of this video, you'll be able to confidently decide on a price that works for your services and attracts the right clients. So, let's jump in. The first thing you need to do is understand the marketplace you're on. Different platforms have different standards and expectations. For example, some marketplaces have a pricing guideline and others allow you to set your own rates. Research the typical pricing range for your services on that platform to get a baseline idea. Now think about your experience level. Are you a beginner, intermediate, or expert in your field? This can significantly influence your pricing. If you're just starting out, you might need to price yourself a bit lower to build your portfolio, but make sure you're not undervaluing yourself. On the other hand, if you have years of experience or a unique skill set, don't be afraid to set a higher minimum price. Next, you want to factor in your time. How long will the project take you? If it's something that will take hours of work, your minimum project price should reflect that. Break down the time you'll spend and multiply by an hourly rate that works for you. Don't forget about hidden costs. Sometimes a project might look simple, but revisions or additional requests could come in later. Always build that buffer into your price. Another key point is to consider the client's budget. Not all clients are willing to pay premium prices, but you can still set a minimum price based on what you believe is fair for the value you offer. A good strategy here is to clearly communicate the value you're providing upfront, so clients understand why your price is what it is. You also want to align your pricing with your long-term goals. If you're aiming to build a high-end business with long-term clients, your pricing should reflect that. You might not land every client, but the ones you do land will be more likely to value your work and come back for future projects. Finally, to make sure you're competitive, look at your competitors. Take a look at others offering similar services and compare their pricing. Don't just match their price, but ensure that your pricing reflects the quality and value you're offering. A higher price can sometimes make you look more professional, but don't go overboard either. There's a sweet spot you'll want to hit. If you're wondering how to do all this efficiently and want to streamline your pricing strategy, I highly recommend checking out the software we'll be using for this task in the description below. It'll help you set your minimum project pricing across different marketplaces with ease. And the best part? If you follow the link in the description, you can get an exclusive free trial that's only available for my viewers. The key takeaway from today's video is this. When setting your minimum project pricing, make sure it reflects the marketplace standards, your experience level, your time, and the value you're offering to your clients. Never undervalue yourself, but also ensure your price is competitive. Setting the right minimum price is crucial for attracting the right clients and growing your freelance business. Just a quick recap. Research the platform, know your worth, factor in time, communicate value, and stay competitive. And don't forget to grab your exclusive free trial from the link in the description below. That's it for today's video. Good luck setting your minimum project pricing on marketplaces, and I'll see you in the next one.